asking what's wrong. So once we can get that calm down, you know, ask them, listen. It's okay to listen to them and ask them what their opinion is. And I'll tell her, you can tell me anything you want. Make sure you do it respectfully. Tell me what's going on. What's in your head? Why are you so upset right now? And we'll have a good conversation about it. So it's okay to listen and hear their side, hear what's going on. Because a lot of times what I have found is there's a misunderstanding. My daughter and I recently, it's so rare we have it anymore, but we had a little bit of, she had a meltdown. And we had this misunderstanding and we had to put this into play. And when I said, okay, now let's talk about it, let's calm down, I actually got her something to eat. And she goes, oh my gosh, I already feel better. And I said, what's going on? And she started to cry. And she came over and gave me a hug and she goes, I'm sorry, I know it's me. And she goes, I was not mad because it was you, I was mad because I couldn't shut myself up. She goes, it was like this perfect storm of things happening. I was tired, I was hungry, something triggered me, and I just got upset. And she's like, I felt a little hormonal and upset. I couldn't shut it up and I couldn't stop it. And so, you know, but she, no matter what I said at that moment, she wasn't going to be able to stop it. So we had to separate, cool down, get her something to eat, and she instantly realized that it was her. So she just calmed right down, and she said, you know, thank God I'm with you and not someone else where they wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. So just giving them that little bit of space can really help. And that's why I think bonding, so if you can take that time to bond with your child, bonding is critical. Bonding with your child will allow them to open up. If they feel safe enough to tell you what's really happening and tell the truth, they will open up to you. And then ask yourself actually first, what do you want to see happen with this situation? Do you want to be right, or do you want your relationship to be better? Because you can be right and you can be dead right. So do you want a good relationship, or do you just want to be right and you just want to enforce the law? So I usually ask myself, okay, what is it going to take for me to make this relationship better? And I always ask my daughter to think to herself, say these words, then what? If I do this, then what? What are you trying to accomplish with this behavior? Is it going to get you what you want? And that really works for her because she likes to think ahead. So then the next thing from that is grace. Got to have some grace. So when my daughter explained what was going on in her head, you know, I could have just gone, no, that was like, forget it. I would have been totally justified going, we're leaving what we're doing. I'm taking you home. I'm done, you know, and been really angry about it. And what would that have accomplished? Instead, because of how she handled it and she opened up to me and she apologized, there's grace. You know, you got to give each other some grace. And then she feels safe enough to do it the next time and not fearful of apologizing.